We gotta watch this real quick. Let's see. This is pretty exciting. All right. Let's see what they're doing for the 20th anniversary of WoW. Let's see what in-game stuff they're gonna do.
Upcoming endgame content, the train isn't stopping. Arriving on the PTR soon, the team will be testing a new anniversary event for World of Warcraft. Today we're here with Holly, Brett, and Leah to share more on what the live team has been cooking up.
Oh man.
So Holly.
Yes?
Let's talk anniversary.
Yeah, I mean, 20th anniversary
Yeah, I
for
really
World
like
of Warcraft,
Holly.
30th for Warcraft, and 10th for Hearthstone. What an amazing journey, and to be leading into it this year. You know, our commitment to make the game feel alive every single day that you log in. All the work we're doing to kick off the World Soul Saga. So excited that War Within is launched and everyone's in it now and part of this world story. And we're gonna see where it's going. We're not stopping. So anniversary is coming up and we've got some good friends here to talk about what's coming.
With such a big milestone for the game, how did you approach this year's anniversary?
It's a great question. Last fall, even, I started to look into what kind of event we
Dude,
wanted
look how
to
much
do.
that guy looks like
We've
me.
had various events.
He's
in the
living my
past.
dream.
The 15th, we did that really epic raid. So I did some ideas, and it really became a patch. We sat down, we did a huge brainstorm with the live team, and then we started to pick the top ones and see what we could do to cover all of our different player segments. So it was really a fun experience to flesh out all these cool ideas.
What was at the top of that list?
By far the top one, everybody remembers Blackrock Depths really fondly. And so we
Fondly is a word.
So yeah, everybody really wanted to do something with Blackrock Depths. And so as we looked at all of these features, we really wanted to make them new and innovative, but also harken back. So we are gonna be bringing Blackrock Depths as a 10 to 15 player raid. We're really excited. We have 8 main bosses, 5 mini bosses, and basically we'll have LFR, normal, and heroic difficulties.
I remember Blackrock Depths. I was there with my hunter.
Dude,
just
that's gonna be
farming
fun.
that Gladiator's chainmail over and over and over again.
It was always random too,
yeah.
so you didn't have a chance always.
It took forever, so I'm excited to go back in there and hopefully get my revenge.
I remember going there and dying. So, you know, if anyone wants to carry me in a heroic, just ring me up.
What other features are there going to be in the anniversary event?
Yeah, so we really wanted to do an outdoor experience to sort of revisit the Gates of Ancraj opening. And who better to take us on this adventure than Chromie?
Oh
We
no.
love Chromie.
So Chromie has this codex that she uses to safely display the past. And well, you can expect there's going to be some crazy time things happening with that. So we're going to have enemies popping up that should not be there within Silithus, like the
Hell
Scourge,
yeah.
Legion, Karaji, and we're going to see some familiar names like Tichondrius, Assyrian, and Kel'Thuzad.
Dude, Judgment is why I kept playing the game originally.
It's shaping up to
Judgment
be a
set.
really cool experience. Players will get to queue in whenever they want. They'll get put together.
That's
with
pretty
other
exciting to get to go
players
do
and
that.
Get to go through this kind of epic
Updated
fixing
version of
the
it.
Past.
Again.
Again.
Chromie.
Yeah.
As we would say, timey-wimey. Speaking of the past, is there anything else that we'll be revisiting?
So we've heard the community loud and clear. We know that time walking is very popular. So the team has put together some incredible time walking dungeons.
And some of you may be thinking BFA, but that's not quite yet. We're actually going back in time to fill in one of the areas that we have not hit yet, and that is the original dungeon. So we're going to be bringing
cool.
Deadmines, Zul'Farrak, Dire Maul, and Stratholme. So there'll be 2 Dire Maul wings and the 2 Stratholme wings. They'll be
Dude.
introduced with 20th, but they'll continue into the regular rotation afterwards. A couple other things that we're going to change with time walking. We're going to allow players from 10 and up to do it. So a lot of those people that like to level will have more opportunity there. And then we're also realizing that a lot of people already have all of the items from the various vendors. So we are going to do a vendor refresh. And so you might see some new mounts and pets and transmog show up on each of the vendors as we go through the different time walkings going forward.
So I can go to Dire Mall, get loot and more loot and more loot.
Yeah, we're really excited for everybody to get
Cool,
a chance to go after the things they like. You know, if they enjoy doing the dungeon run or if they're looking for more of those old transmogs that haven't been available.
Yeah.
Is there still a chance for Baron Rivendare's charger to drop?
We may have a chance in time walking for that mount to actually.
Dude.
Yes.
I got
should
that on my
update
first
that
kill,
now.
by the way.
Are you serious? You're that player?
That's the only one I got first try.
That's so awesome.
My lucky one was the Headless Horseman's one.
Oh
so
my
I
gosh.
got I couldn't get the charger, but I ended up with that one. So
It took me years to get
Little
that.
Torch Mount was the
So
coolest
when I
thing,
think about
man.
WoW's anniversary event, I always think about the Caverns of Time and the party there. Is there any changes to the celebration?
Oh yeah, we have a lot of changes. So you're used to going into the Caverns of Time to sort of experience the anniversary.
Oh, look at that,
But
man.
You're gonna notice right away that everything is
They've really
right
done
at
it
the
up.
entrance, right outside, and there's all kinds of activities there for people to do. We have a mini trial of style kind of event called Fashion
Dude.
Frenzy, where you're gonna have like different themes to dress up to and vote on your favorite transmogs.
That's gonna be so
we have
fun.
A storyteller, Lore Walker Cho, is gonna tell a few different stories, and you get to participate in the audience. We also
Dude, they're
have
cooking
Mount
over at
Media,
Blizzard
which is a
recently.
fun game where you're gonna get to kind of show off your mount collection.
You're
Perfect
stewing,
one for you.
dude.
Yes, I love mounts. I love showing off my mounts. I'm really excited for that. There's a lot of different things for you to just explore outside of the activities. We have an ice rink, so you're gonna be able to just slide around into Neris. We have a pet corner where you're gonna be able to turn into your pet. We have
my gosh.
costumes. You can cosplay as heroes and villains from the past. You can run around and like scream different voice lines at people, which
Oh,
is
that's
a lot
cool.
of fun.
My favorite's Illidan. You can be like, you're not prepared. You can just stand and tell everybody they're not prepared.
We also have guest relations where you're going to be solving
Hi,
riddles
honey.
and clues and other things to help out the visitors within the Caverns of Time.
Oh, so like Secrets of Azeroth?
Yeah, it's like a
nice.
Secrets of
Dude.
Azeroth sequel, basically.
I love that.
Awesome.
I had so much fun with that. Is Korok's Revenge, the PvP brawl, coming back?
Yes, so Korax returns. We'll have that during the whole event. We actually moved the vendors to the new hub. We also have the 3 world bosses returning, the world dragons. Then we have Azurgos and Kazakh as well. Plus, we have 2 new gate crashers. Chaw of Anger is going to show up, and so is Archivon the Stonewatcher. They'll both be out in Tanaris as well, similar to where Doomwalker is.
With so many new activities this year, are there new rewards?
Of course, as we look
All right,
at
here we
the
go.
marquee reward for this event, we've come up with a cool riff on a Phoenix mount. So
Okay, I
basically,
like it.
Ashes of Lar was a really good one back in the
Looks
day that
good.
we really thought was iconic. And
Love
so
it.
we've iterated on it, and now we have this blue Cold Flame Tempest mount. It's got armor
Hell
on
yeah,
it.
dude.
And one of the cool things we were able to do
Is it
is here at Blizzard,
dragon
we
riding
have
stuff?
service rewards. So as you're here a few years, you'll get a sword and a shield. So we use that as our basis to do the armor on that
Oh,
mount.
wow.
And we
That's
enjoyed
really
it so much,
cool.
and the artists, they actually spent one of their hackathons making our service rewards in the game. So you'll be able to collect through the 20th the sword, the shield, the crown that we have. We even
Wow.
have a ring toy that we're going to have players able to get.
It's kind of iconic to have
Wow.
essentially a World of Warcraft team member transmog.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Such
we,
great
We have to get
ideas.
Suits of armor added as one of our rewards.
Yeah, 30 years, right? We haven't picked the 30-year service reward yet.
We also have a balloon toy, which is really cool. And my favorite is the baby Dreadlord pet.
Oh my god.
Dude,
So I'm
look at them. They
excited
look
to
so
go to the hub and become my baby Dreadlord pet and run around in the area as that.
With your little sword.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
One of our artists,
Those are
Locke, he was able to
sweet.
put together the sword like Kazakh
This is gonna be
has, but
awesome,
in
man.
baby form. So it's really
Yeah.
cool that it fits really well.
It's like a butter knife.
So cute. Are there any rewards for the Warcraft 30th anniversary?
Yeah, so we have some faction crests, which are going to be back pieces for each of
Okay.
the 4 Warcraft 3 factions, which is Orc, Human, Night Elf, and Scourge. And these are
Cool.
going to be coming in the November trading post.
How will players get these cool rewards?
It's a great question. We are going to be introducing a new currency this year. Players will be able to collect it from our weekly quests that we'll have for each of our features. And then we also are making sure that if you're really into the Season 1 content, you can still do those weekly quests and the weekly activities to collect the tokens there as well. You're going to get a lot of tokens, and you'll need them because we do have one other big reward. As
see
we
it.
started to think about this, we talked with our artists, and everybody really agreed we needed to really go iconic and we looked back at our tier 2 sets. So we ended up making all of the tier 2
All of
sets
them?
modern with the new modeling, the new VFX. I can't wait to see people walking around in the Judgment armor.
What about the
Dude.
classes, though, that weren't available when Tier 2 came out?
That's a good point. You know, we didn't have monks back then, but we didn't have evokers back then. But we did have a dragon, and they wore armor. And so we really looked at NPCs that were at that period of time. So Nefarian was our model for doing
Wow.
the evoker set. We looked at also like other iconic NPCs that existed back in the day. And so each of the new classes do have their own set. So all
Dang,
13
dude.
classes will have a tier 2 upres set.
Ooh, the monk set
Speaking
looks
of
sick.
classes, there's some cool changes coming.
Yes, I'm so excited for Drakthir to finally get more classes. So you can expect to see 6 new classes with them, with Hunter, Rogue, Priest, Mage, Warrior, and Warlock. And
Oh,
we're also getting
wow.
a new skywriting talent, which is called Squadrons, where you're going to be able to have 2 Drakthir companions flying alongside you in like a formation, which is so cool.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, that's
They're
dope.
gonna be like Top Gun.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Gotta reserve my goose.
Just
name.
make them bigger. Make a
Everybody's
body that
reserving
looks
now.
like
Yeah,
that's
beefier
true.
for us beefy boys.
Is there any other class changes coming?
Yes, we've
I'd
heard
play one of
loud and
those.
clear from the shamans that they are ready for something new, and we are ready to deliver. We have brand new Ascendance forms. They really are cool looking. They
Ooh.
match each of the elements that shamans use.
They look amazing.
They really do.
Dude.
This update sounds so amazing. Before we go, is there any other additional details we should tell players?
Yes, one of the things we really want to call out is in the past, these events have been 3 to 4 weeks around the anniversary, but this time, this is the patch. The entire 11.05 patch is really dedicated to the 20th
great.
anniversary.
Okay.
It'll go for more than 2 months. We have a lot of time for everybody to get into these features, experience them, play as much as they want, and work towards those 13 sets.
Yeah, and even though we just launched the War Within, this PTR is coming very, very soon. So keep a lookout for the news on when that's coming to you.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk about the 20th anniversary with me. And I can't wait to celebrate the 20th anniversary with you in game.
All right, guys. Holly, I'm talking to you here. You've been an amazing asset to the World of Warcraft team since you've arrived. And the WoW token is gutting the World of Warcraft everything. It's killing World of Warcraft, and it has been since it's degenerate to the game. Please take it out. I guarantee the money that you lose will not be anything compared to the integrity gained and the momentum and want to play your game that the people will have, because their time again matters, because most people do not go buy black market gold. Most people want to play the game just to play it and compete against their friends. Please, Holly, please get rid of the WoW token and the shop. If you were an angel, Holly, just get rid of the shop and the token. It'll be the best thing that you guys ever did for World of Warcraft, and that's my 30th anniversary wish. All right.
See you next time.
Bye.